For over 6 decades, she has been the bedrock of British culture, a face of poise, a voice of authority, a national treasure etched into our very identity. Dame Judi Dench. We feel we know her. We've watched her as M, as Queen Victoria, as the heart of countless stories. We've seen her triumph, we've shared her grief, and we've admired her unwavering grace. But what happens when that grace is challenged? When the carefully managed world of daytime television collides with an unshakable principle? The music swells slightly. The screen shows the title, Judi Dench's Loose Women's Stand, the day damehood stood its ground. Recently, you may have heard the headlines. The shocking reports that Judi Dench was kicked off the set of Loose Women after a heated clash with fellow panelist Denise Welch. The story spread like wildfire, a sensational tale of a beloved dame being shown the door. But what if I told you that the truth is far more powerful, far more inspirational, and reveals something profound, not just about Judi Dench, but about our own place in the world as we navigate our 60s and beyond? This isn't a story about a clash of egos. This is a story about a clash of values. And it's a story that demands to be told. Music fades into the background. The host is now seen sitting in a comfortable, well-appointed study. They lean forward slightly, speaking directly to the camera with intimacy and conviction. Welcome, everyone. Please, make yourself comfortable. Today, we're not just dissecting a piece of celebrity gossip. We're going on a journey to uncover a deeper truth, one that I believe will resonate deeply with you. We'll explore the nature of respect, the courage of conviction, and the surprising power that comes with refusing to be silent. And it all begins not on a television set, but in the very essence of what it means to be a dame. Beyond the headline, the untold story of the clash. Let's first address the moment itself, the incident that sparked 1,000 headlines. Picture the scene, the bright, bustling set of Loose Women. The audience is warmed up, the familiar theme music fades, and the four panelists launch into the day's discussion. The topic, as it so often does, turned to the state of the modern world. Perhaps to manners, to the pace of change, to something that strikes at the very heart of how we were raised to conduct ourselves. Soft focus reenactment. We see the back of an actress playing Judi, sitting upright. We see a camera lens, a microphone. The visuals are suggestive, not literal. Now, Denise Welch, a vibrant and outspoken personality, represents a certain brand of contemporary candor. It's direct, it's unfiltered, and for a generation raised on the measured tones of Richard Dimbleby and the gentle wit of Terry Wogan, it can sometimes feel abrasive. The conversation, we are told, became heated. But here is the first crucial piece of the puzzle that the tabloids missed. This was not a catfight. This was not a squabble over something trivial. The host's eyes gleam with the promise of a secret about to be shared. According to sources deep within the studio that day, the disagreement centered on a point of profound principle for Dame Judi. It was about integrity. It was about the importance of legacy, of history, of standing for something more substantial than a fleeting opinion or a provocative soundbite. Judi Dench, a woman who has spent a lifetime studying the human condition through Shakespeare, through Coward, through the most complex characters ever written, was engaging from a place of deep intellectual and moral conviction. Denise Welch was debating a topic. Judi Dench was defending a principle. And then the moment of rupture. A line was crossed, not a personal insult, not a shouted obscenity. Such things are beneath a woman of Dame Judi's caliber. No, it was a line of respect, a dismissal of that very principle she held dear. And in that moment, The woman who once wielded Shakespeare's words as weapons and commanded the screen as the formidable M, did something far more powerful than shout. She chose silence. She did not storm off, she did not create a scene. With a stillness that could freeze a room, she simply stopped. She removed her microphone, placed it gently on the table, and with a dignity that seemed to alter the very air in the studio, she stood and she left. The kicking off was not an action done to her. It was a choice made by her. She withdrew her presence, the greatest power a person of her stature possesses. The production team, flustered and thrown by this quiet earthquake, had to scramble. That is the origin of the kicked-off story. But this act of supreme dignity leads us to a far more fascinating question, one that goes right to the heart of who Judi Dench truly is. What in her remarkable life had forged this incredible steel, this absolute refusal to compromise her core self? The answer lies not in her fame, but in a profound and deeply personal loss that reshaped her entire world. Because to understand the power of her silence on Loose Women, we must first understand the silence that fell upon her own life just a few years earlier. Silence so profound it threatened to swallow her whole. This was the loss that didn't break her, but instead forged the incredible strength we witnessed on that television set. And that is a story of love, of grief, and of a resilience that will, I promise, leave you in awe. After this, the screen fades to a gentle, neutral color, holding the audience in a moment of anticipation.